Hi, welcome. I'm Reilly Gagne, and this is Brenda Gagne, and we just wanted to introduce ourselves and tell you a little bit more.
Yeah. Hey. So as she said, I'm Brenda Gagne, and I am Reilly's mom. Right now, Reilly, you are
12.
Yep, she's 12 years old, but almost 12 and a half. And you're here right now because you've come through someplace, you've seen an ad, you've seen a post, you've seen something that either she's put out there, I've put out there, we've put it out there together, and you're inside our online world right now. So we wanted to just take this opportunity to give you a little bit more backstory and some information about who we are, how obviously we can actually help you, and some of the things that I've done over the past few years has impacted what she's done, and how obviously we would like to be able to help you be able to go after what it is that you're looking to do, because we've done many different things over the past few years. So all right, so first up, I just want to give you a little bit of backstory about myself. There's a lot of branding videos out there on the internet. There's a lot of things that you might see, but just real quick, I used to actually be an elementary school teacher. I definitely had nothing to do with business. It was self-taught, but I taught first grade, I taught third grade, and then I ended up having these three awesome girls. There's one right here, but we've got two others also. They're kind of hanging out right now. And after I got decided to have kids, I stayed home with them. So I quit teaching and I stayed home. And, you know, going down to that one income, very difficult, right? I mean, we had two jobs, went down to one income. My then husband at the time, he actually had a second job to help pay for the bills. And so during that time, I also even started up a preschool at our local YMCA, and so I could take these guys with me. So I was even her two-year-old teacher for a while there. So I've definitely done a lot of things throughout my life, but I never ever thought that I would have anything to do with computers, to do with the internet, with marketing, you know, making money online. I never knew how to do all of that stuff, but I did need a way to make extra money. Three kids, you guys are expensive. Needed an extra way to make some extra money, and putting them in daycare is not something I wanted to do. I definitely wanted to hang out with them, but to be able to work all the time, to be able to pay for these guys, it just didn't work out so well. The internet did. The internet provided me a way that I could work when they were sleeping, when they were taking naps at nighttime. Pretty much all she knows is me working from home. I started this business, or started learning internet marketing, when these guys were 2, 3, and 5. So you were 3 years old when I just started tinkering around on the internet trying to figure out this business. And it's definitely been something that's really awesome, to completely changed our life. So that's just a little bit backstory about me. Reilly.
Yeah.
Did I encourage you to get started and say, come on, you need to learn what I'm doing? Is that something that I did?
No, you didn't say anything about that.
I really didn't. So why are you sitting here right now on this video? Why have you taken it upon yourself to come into this position and learn some of this stuff? I'm also curious. We've talked about it, but also tell them, so you can, right there. Why are you doing this?
Well, mostly because I always saw you on the computer, and I always heard you talking about how you just made money, and I've never seen you go off to a job. I have always seen you stay home. And so it was really cool that all my friends had parents that had to go off to jobs, and they would have to stay after school, and that my parent could actually come and pick me up and do stuff with me throughout the day.
Okay, so I mean, I think that's definitely one of the reasons I wanted to stay home with them, for sure. I mean, they're at a school where we're required to actually volunteer, so I have to go there so that they can stay in there, and I love doing that. I get to chaperone, and we've gone on some amazing, really cool trips together. So it's cool that I do stuff like this, for sure. But at the same time, why are you getting interested in it? Why is this something you wanted to learn how to do? I can't answer. I can't answer that for you.
I know. To me, it's easy. It's fun.
It's easy.
I actually like sitting at a computer in my house and actually going online and learning new things on how to actually market online.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Does it have anything to do with the money you can make too?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. So you definitely see the potential that you can just come out here and follow a few steps and make some money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. I mean, she's really shy right now. The fact that she's sitting here doing a video is awesome. So kudos to you, right? But she's definitely still told me, like, I can't believe I get to do things that our adults are doing, and I get to make money, and what I'm gonna do with all this money that I'm gonna have. It's really cool. It's giving us a lot of cool conversations, and also conversations that we can have together as a family. So that's a little bit of a backstory about us. The backstory. However, one of the things that I do, I have my own business. I've had it now. I have another partner. His name is Justin. You may see us together on different things online. But we've been teaching internet marketing to people that are just getting started, brand new, to people that have had their own business for a while and they're not getting the results that they want, to helping successful businesses really learn how to scale. And we've even in the past few years been consulting with some multi-million-dollar companies and have really helped them scale. So we've done the whole entire thing. And the teaching background that I have, I used to coach gymnastics. I used to be a gymnastics coach also. But that coaching, teaching background that I have has really come into a lot of the stuff that we do. So the step-by-step training, all of the stuff that we've been able to do to help people is really designed to get you over the learning curve, to learn how to utilize the internet to be able to market an opportunity, a product or service, anything that you're interested in, so that you don't have to do what you were telling me about. You don't have to go to that job if that's not something that you want to do. And so I asked Reilly right before we got on here, I said, why do you think, as a 12-year-old, why do you think people, adults, would want to learn how to do this? And I would like to get, your input as a 12-year-old. Why do you think adults who already have a job, who already have some money coming in, why would they want to take their extra time to learn how to go through this stuff on the internet to learn how to market? Why would they do that?
Well, I would think because maybe some people don't like their job. They have to get up in the morning, drive to the office, sit at a computer, and just work and have a boss that they have to follow. And so this way you can actually stay at home, sleep in, and actually make your own rules and deadlines and everything like that. You can make your own rules and you don't have to go by somebody else's.
Okay. I have to say that I don't think I've ever influenced saying that. I don't know if I've ever really said, oh my God, I'm so glad I don't have a boss. I'm so glad I don't think I've ever really said that, because all she ever knows is the fact that I don't have to do that. We've traveled so much. We've done so many different things. And if I have this with me, I'm good. I'll bring my computer along and I'll work at nighttime or I'll check some few messages. But most of the time, I think, because I'm very open with them, most of the time when I'm like, oh my gosh, awesome, I just made $5,000, I just made $2,000, we're out and about, aren't we? It's not like I'm sitting here right now saying, oh, go away, I got to make some money, right? No. Yeah. All right, so let's flip gears for just a little bit. All right, so let's actually talk about the Invisible Empire. All right, so I've got this back here. This one's actually mine. This is Invisible Empire, but you have your own. It's actually downstairs. And on the way, maybe we should have waited until we got it, but on the way, tell them what you just won, actually.
So I won my mom also helped her. Yes. But I won a mug from Invisible Empire,
which is different than this one. It's actually handcrafted, really awesome one. I wish I had it to share you, but it's very limited, so we're pretty excited about that.
And a shirt that has their logo on it. And I won it by actually putting an ad on Facebook and getting leads and applications and everything. And so you got points for that. And I actually was so surprised that I actually placed, because I didn't think I would, seeing other people's results, but I'm so glad that I actually placed in 4th.
Yeah, she did. So not only are you learning this information, which is cool, but you're actually participating. So Invisible Empire, if you haven't had a chance to watch the webinar about that Landon and Chris do, or if you happen to see one that I've done, because I've certainly done one as well, but if you haven't had a chance to do that, you definitely need to, because you want to learn what it is. But just from a 12-year-old's perspective, what would you say, what is the Invisible Empire? What is that?
I think it's a really good way of teaching you how to actually go online and start marketing, and what not to do, and what are the best things to do to get best results.
Okay, and basically what results she's talking about, getting leads and making sales, because at the end of the day we want money. I mean, money is great to have because it makes the world a lot more fun to play around with, right? Now, money doesn't bring us happiness, we know that, but it can make things a lot more fun. So learning how to do it. I like what you said, learning what not to do, because I will tell you, I have hundreds of people that I coach personally, thousands of people that I've helped professionally throughout all of this. And the biggest thing that I hear is that this industry, internet marketing, promoting on the internet, selling things, is confusing. It's overwhelming. It's frustrating. That's probably what the most people hire me for, to help them. Yes, it's to help them scale their business, to be more successful. But most of the time, it's I'm struggling, I'm frustrated, I don't know how to do this. And that's really where the Invisible Empire came about. Mark Hoverson, who's the founder, and he's been my great friend. He was my mentor. I got started, learning directly from him. We had a conversation, him and I, oh gosh, I think it maybe even almost a year ago today on the phone, where, I don't want to get into the backstory, but it was like, so if you were to start over again, what would you do? How would you teach people to have specific success? And I said exactly what I do. It would be step by step. It would be this, it would be this, it would be this. It's the stuff that I taught in my old business that I branched off from. And that's really where the Invisible Empire was born. Him and his assistant, Jaden, they did an amazing job of what you said, step by step, specifically how to do this. And so that's what I want to talk about for just a second, because really, a lot of people have excuses. This internet's too hard. I'm not techie. I'm scared of computers. Here's a 12-year-old that can learn how to do it. Well, she's grown up on computers. She must know how to do this stuff. It's easier for her. We're set in our ways. I mean, I've heard it all. But what's really cool about the Invisible Empire is, like you said, it is a training system. So it's a university where you have all of these trainings and tutorials, but it's also an opportunity to promote a program that a lot of people need. There's thousands, millions of business owners on the internet struggling right now. They need this training. So it's really great for you who might not have anything to sell. You don't have anything to sell. You can sell the Invisible Empire. There's a lot of people that really need this, and it's going to help them. And we have so many testimonials of people that this has helped, and it's really exciting. But you didn't know anything about this. I mean, you don't know how to market. Yes, you might know how to play a game on the computer, and you're pretty savvy on your phone that you just got. But learning all of this stuff, how did you find the process of going through it? Because I'll tell you, for one, I kind of tried to talk her out of it. I was like, you don't want to learn how to do this. Go play, go be a kid. You don't want to sit here and learn all this. You were almost obsessed. I would walk by her room and I would hear Mark Hoverson talking. Very strange, but you ate it up. And so would you find this process confusing at all?
No, it was quite easy for me. They did a very good job of teaching you, again, like step by step, what to do, what not to do.
Yeah. And so what did you do? What did you learn how to do? Like, be a little bit specific, because we probably have some people that have tried internet marketing before. Like, let's go into some jargon. If any of this jargon goes over your head, don't worry about it. But what have you actually learned how to do?
I've learned Facebook ads.
Facebook ads, like learning how to post on Facebook, target the people that would be interested in the ad, how to write the ad effectively, and put it out there. So you definitely learned. That's a skill. Whoa, that's actually a very advanced skill, which is really cool. So you won the contest. I mean, I got to give you kudos. You didn't win, you got 4th place, but kudos to you. It was her story. It was her ad. She wrote it. Now, I helped her. We have she's just into 7th grade now. So, I mean, you have to imagine the copywriting skills that you learn in high school and college would benefit you. So I definitely helped you. We took her story. But that's exactly what I do to my coaching clients who pay me $500 to sit here on the computer on Skype and do that. I did the exact same thing I do with you that I do with adults. So she didn't have to pay me just yet. But so you learned how to do Facebook ads and attract people. The first ad that you put out total for the contest, how many leads did you get?
Like 56, it was like over a weekend, which apparently is the worst time to put out an ad.
Yeah, it was a holiday weekend. She put her ad out. But yeah, you got like 50 leads. She generated 50 leads with her first ad on Facebook, okay? That in itself is awesome. But what about, let's get a little bit internet marketing jargon. Like, what did you have to build? What systems are you using? What software are you using and knowing how to do?
Well, we use Typeform. We use mostly Aweber and Facebook Ads Manager.
What did you build all your websites with?
Oh, ClickFunnels.
Right. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of put those out there. So, building out websites, using the autoresponders, building out your funnel, using applications, like all of that stuff may sound confusing. However, did you know how to do any of that?
No.
How'd you learn?
Well, by Invisible Empire.
Invisible Empire. And if you got stuck, you asked me because here I am. If other adults out there might get stuck, do you remember where do they go? Who do they ask? You might not know right now because
I would say they would give up.
That's
just what I would think.
People, well, you know what? Some people do give up if they don't have a good place to go ask those questions to, if they don't have a coach or a mentor. You're exactly right. A lot of people do give up. However, one of the cool things about Invisible Empire is that you have a very private group where you can go ask these questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You don't know about it because it's in Facebook. And are you on Facebook?
No.
No, she doesn't have an account. So we have to get there. I have to pull, I've got a little bit of mom protection going on. She's 12. I don't really want her on Facebook and social media and getting it started and all that yet. So when she put her Facebook ad out, it went on my account, So, but there's this really amazing community that's hearing about Reilly through me. And I was like, all right, we probably got to get her on Facebook so she can learn how to do that. But there's a really cool community. When they posted the results, I showed you on my phone, right? Like everyone's like, go Reilly, congratulations. And it's really awesome. So it's a great community to not only, rally around and help you boost your confidence and share your results, but it's also a really great community to get your questions answers. Everybody is in there, is hungry. They're either building out their business, promoting Invisible Empire, or they're using Invisible Empire training to be able to learn how to create their own products, use their passion, and go out there and promote it. So it's a really versatile program. So I love the fact that you make high ticket commissions. We can make $1,000 commissions. There's some upgrades in there where we can make $3,000, $5,000 commissions. Way too much money for a little 12-year-old burning a hole in her pocket. But it's really awesome. So we just wanted to take this time right here to kind of, let you know we're real people. We're obviously, we're not hiding behind our computer. If you have questions, obviously you'll be learning or hearing a little bit more from me because this is what I do. This is my full-time gig, even though I don't work full-time hours. She's obviously going to school. She's going through all of her stuff. But in her spare time, she's doing the action. She's taking the actions. But I'm also working with her, mentoring her, and being the one that can interact with you on that daily basis if you need questions or if you need to talk or have questions and want to get in. So that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to introduce, us to you. Welcome to our world. We'll be sending you different emails. If you see something from Reilly and Brenda, open it up. We've got some cool things to share. If you venture over into my other company, Results 513, it's with Justin. Same type of stuff. This is what we do. Justin and Reilly are pretty cool pals, and so we all hang out together. And so we're all here to really push you forward and help you get what you want. Because at the end of the day, when you're not happy with your life, when you're stuck in a rut, if you have no passion, if you're just wishing that there were more, to be able to go do what you want to do, this is the opportunity out. I've helped thousands of people, and I've personally seen, oh my gosh, too many to count, people that have quit their jobs. And, they come back and say, thank you so much. It's because of you I've been able to go this. It's because of you I've been able to do this. And it's really exciting, and I love that. And my life is a complete 180. Just this past summer, I was in 2 different countries in 6 different states. You guys went on a cruise. We went up to into the mountains. We went up to family vacation. We just took that entire summer to just travel and have fun. And that's what it's all about: having the freedom, the location, the time, the extra money to go do that stuff. And with Invisible Empire, honestly, wholeheartedly, I absolutely recommend it. So, Reilly, do you have any last words for anyone listening to right now? Maybe some advice or anything that a 12-year-old could share, impart some wisdom? Look right into that green dot and tell the person that's listening why they should get started with Invisible Empire if they haven't.
Because, you have a whole bunch of people, not just Mark Hoverson and Jaden. You have a whole bunch of people there in that group for Invisible Empire that is there to help you, and it makes your life so much easier because they do such a great job of teaching you, and you have a whole bunch of people, not just 2 people, but a whole bunch of people and their opinions, and to help you along the way.
Awesome. I kind of thought she might go towards the money aspect, but I thought that was really cool that it's about people because you know, you've only had a chance to very vaguely interact with them. Some of these people have become my best friends. I mean, Mark Hoverson, he was my mentor 7 years ago. But him and I mean, I consider him one of my best friends, his whole family, his kids, you know, we've hung out for many times. But Invisible Empire, they get together. We have live events 4 times a year. They're Vegas, Phoenix, I think this one's coming up in not Colorado, California, and I told him it needs to come over to the East Coast because we're in Florida for the next one. But getting to know these people that are really hungry, going after their dreams, yeah, they do. They become your best friends, and I think you know that. I'm half the time I'm on my phone chatting with people that are all over the world because my best friends don't live here, which is really cool. So this internet can bring us together. So Reilly, I want to thank you for your time. Welcome to our world. I'd love to hear some comments from you. Any questions that you have, reach out, connect up with me on Facebook. If Reilly's on Facebook, I'll give her permission to connect up with you as well. And we'll talk soon. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so one last thing before we go. If you haven't had a chance to watch the webinar about Invisible Empire, go do that. See everything that's involved. See all the stuff that we've kind of been talking about. Definitely go do that. If you've already seen it and you're kind of wishy-washy, if you have any questions, let me know. If you haven't filled out the application, fill out the application. Reilly mentioned Typeform. That's our application that we have out there. Click the link that is below this video or on this page or from the email that brought you here. Click that link, fill out the application. I will be in touch with you. Have that conversation, and if you haven't happened to see, depending on where this video is, I do have some really cool, probably unannounced bonuses that, oh yeah, it's after you fill out the application, you will hear about that. So if you haven't filled out the application yet, you do need to, because we have some unannounced bonuses in addition to everything else that you're going to get that we are going to give you, which is actually worth $5,000, which is pretty cool. So fill out the application, let's chat, jump in, and we're just excited to see where this is going to take you. I always wonder, this is the next person who's going to have the most amazing success story, and their life is going to completely change in the next 90 days, and it certainly could be you. So again, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.